and today we'll be starting with a new topic, which is Hindi modal verbs, or you can also call them the auxiliary verb. So we'll be focusing on the verb called Sakna, okay, today in today's class. So my goal would be that by the end of this class, you guys will be very comfortable and think about these sort of sentences. What do you guys think is the difference between these two paragraphs? The left hand side, it's the plain action. Plain verb is doing the magic, right? What you do basically, right? I sing, I dance, I teach, I run. Plain action. The second one is your ability, what you are capable of, right? Which is basically I can climb, I can fight, I can argue, I can debate, your ability to do so, okay? And there is a helping verb. You can see across all the languages, there is another verb that is helping you achieve that. The same thing in Hindi also. You have plain action, I sing, right? I sing is main gata hu, because the verb to sing is gana. The verb to sing is gana. So all you have done is remove the noun, and because the action is in the present indefinite, you replace with ta because you are a male. Main gata hu. And if the same thing was done by Malgu Rathati, she will be main gati hu. I sing. Same thing if we have to use the ability. One is that you do sing every day. Other one is I can sing or I cannot sing. Okay? How would you say that? So for that in Hindi, we use the auxiliary verb or the modal verb called Sakna. Sakna. And we use it along with your main verb. We use it in such a way that it will modify the main verb. Yeah, how will we do it? We will just watch it now. So far good, right? Everyone understands the problem statement, right? Why there is a need, right? Because we were very happy with just this, right? But apparently we need to talk about the abilities also, right? Not just like the action that we do. So we'll get going. So the main verb can be to go, to come, to eat, or to sing, or anything. But if you have to talk about the ability, just like in English, you can say, I can go, okay, I can go to the movie, I can come to your house, I can eat pizza, okay, or I can sing, let's say, an Italian song, right? That's how you would do it, but the same thing would get translated into different languages accordingly, right? But how do you say this? That is the thing that you have to learn. How do you say the can go in Hindi? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick whiteboarding and then we'll jump to the thing. So you have Ghana, and when you add Sakna to it, okay, what will happen is this thing gets taken out completely, okay, and you are left with Ga Sakna. Ga Sakna. And just like the way you are conjugating earlier the base verb, now we will conjugate Ga Sakna. So if Bill is saying it, it would be Main Ga Sakta Hu. And if Sheila ji is saying it, it would be Main Ga Sakti Hu. And if a group of us, we are saying it, it would be Hum Ga Sakte Hain. Yeah, right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you first the set of examples, and I want you to at least get comfortable with that before we do the longer sentences. Can go, you have ja sakna, the na is gone from the base verb. Can come is your a sakna. Can eat, kha sakna. Can sing, ga sakna. Can speak, bol sakna. Can think, soch sakna. Okay, this is sort of your an exercise for you to kind of now come up with a list of action verbs and try to practice Sakna with that. It may seem a simple exercise, but it definitely unlock the many things that you want to talk about, that you have, able to or capable of, right? And that's the thing we want you to sort of everyone to be comfortable with, right? So yes, so we will now learn how to conjugate these verbs, okay, in different scenarios. We will learn in present, we'll learn in the past as well, okay? And I'll give you homework exercise to do it in the future, right? For example, if I practice, let's say learning Italian, I will be able to speak Italian, right? So how do you say that, right? I mean, one is I will speak Italian versus I will be able to speak, right? We'll take a quick pause here. Let's see, and I want you to think about a verb or action that you're capable of, that you enjoy, and try to add Sakna to it. The verb is padhna. Padhna is to read, and she said pad Sakna. Wonderful. Pad Sakna. Tairna, very good. And tair Sakna would be can swim. Beautiful. To have breakfast, okay? So, nashta, right? Kar sakna. So the main thing here is the verb is essentially karna, and when you, and that same thing, like sometimes you need helping verb, right? So karna can be added to like homework karna, exercise karna, right? I mean, so all of them can be kar sakna, not karna sakna, kar sakna, right? So the verb is seekhna, and then it would be seekh sakna. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so the verb is banana. Beautiful, banana. Okay, this is not the fruit, but just the verb banana. So now you have bana sakna, which gets conjugated. It sounds a little bit weird, bana sakna, but yes, it is correct. Bana sakti hu. If she is saying that I can make a cake. Okay. Okay, very good. Take sakna, which is like, if you have to make a sentence, मैं movie देख सकती हूँ. Okay. If some movie is really horrible and you watched it and your friends are asking you to watch it again, how will you say, or what will you say? मैं ये movie नहीं देख सकती. Right? I cannot watch this movie. Right? Wonderful. Right? So I'm going to now, so far good, right? I mean, we are taking step by step. Now we'll try to conjugate it in the present tense. Right? So I'm going to go back to our thing, and if you look at it, now I wrote only the base stem of the verb, which is bol, soch, dekh, sun, goon, ga, and lik. I removed na from all of those because that's how they are. And on the left hand side, you will see the commonly used pronouns, which is main, I, tum, which is you, semi-formal, tu, which is your informal, yeh, vah, this and that, okay, or he or she, and then hum, which is we, aap, you, a bit formal, we, it's they and those, okay, they. You have, if I have to make a sentence just for any other pronoun, it would be vah, which is he, sun sakta hai, or vah sun sakti hai. He can listen or she can listen. Okay? Let's say aap देख सकते हैं और आप देख सकती हैं. Okay, so if I have to make a longer sentence, that you can see that this person is lying. Okay, I have two sentences here. You can see that this person is lying, right? So आप देख सकते हैं, and I'm it's a conjunction कि this person is lying, यह आदमी झूठ बोल रहा है. Okay, to lie is झूठ बोलना. This person is lying. Okay, I just made up a big longer sentence just to kind of get you into the practice of it, right? But what I want you to do is practice making simple sentences with this table. Okay, you will get used to it. The main thing to remember on this one is how the verb is getting conjugated based on the pronoun. Okay, you will get a hang of it. It's not that hard. It's just like a present indefinite tense, right? So I want you to practice it, and I right now also will do small in class exercise, but in general I want you to play around with it. So मैं अब देख सकता हूँ. ओके, आप हिंदी लिख सकती हैं. ब्यूटीफुल. आप घूम सकते हैं. ब्यूटीफुल. तुम नाच सकते हो. आप तैर सकते हैं. ब्यूटीफुल. मैं ट्रक नहीं चला सकती हूँ. ओके. ओके, मैं कहानी नहीं लिख सकती हूँ. ब्यूटीफुल. सो यू सेड हम देख सकते हैं. वी कैन सी. इफ यू वांट टू से वी कैन सी अ मूवी, हम मूवी देख सकते हैं, राइट? एंड इफ इट इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ गर्ल्स, हम मूवी देख सकती हैं. And I'm going to ask all of you to exercise definitely on your own. Okay, I hope everyone got a hang of it, and now what we'll do is we will make it slightly complicated. Okay, so rather than just like I can sing, I can dance, let's try to put some variety into it. So I wrote down small exercises for all of you. I want you to read it out, everyone, and even for folks who are watching live, and I want you to make some sentences basically for these. Or the manner she said, like मैं अच्छी तरह से हिंदी बोल सकती हूँ, right? So the adverb basically, that is due. अच्छी तरह से. Okay, you can also say, some of you wrote मैं अच्छी हिंदी बोल सकता हूँ और अच्छी हिंदी बोल सकती हूँ. That's absolutely correct, right? And so your subject is my brother, right? So far we're doing मैं, आप, हम, but this is just like going back to our basics, which is like my is mera or meri. Okay, because it's brother, it's mera bhai, right? So even though we are taking the pronouns, you can do proper nouns, and you can do sort of mera bhai or meri behan or aap log. All of those, is a completely fair game there. Yeah, we can sing a beautiful song. It's all good. We can sing would be हम गा सकते हैं. You just put in the variety here. Right? हम अच्छा गाना गा सकते हैं. You can even say अच्छा मधुर. Many ways. I mean, I'm sure there are other ways as well, but these are the two immediately come to my mind. Khoobsurat, it's like the physical beauty basically, right? And then you want to use even though in English it goes beautiful song, but khoobsurat, and this is like if someone is in appearance it's beautiful, it will go khoobsurat. Next one is you can write a book. Beautiful. आप किताब लिख सकते हैं, right? So वह सोच सकता है. The new thing here is about. वह, he और सोच सकता है. He can think. Okay. Now the new thing was about a problem. About, it's you use a postposition के बारे में. Okay. So, and problem in Hindi is samasya. Okay, so you have a sa, ma, half sa, and then ya, samasya. Okay, if it is hard, you can just say problem. वह इस problem, or this basically, वह इस problem के बारे में सोच सकता है. Okay, और वह इस solution के बारे में सोच सकता है. Okay, the main thing here is is it coming automatically or not for about के बारे में. Okay, he can think about me. Okay, yeah, very good. वह मेरे बारे में सोच सकती है और सोच सकता है. Okay, about me, right? So के बारे में, so you have मैं, after that के बारे में it becomes मेरे बारे में. Yeah, beautiful, right? To wander is घूमना, just like we use it for travel. So you have घूमना, घूमना. So you remove this and then they can travel. I think that was the word. Let me see. They can wander. वे घूम सकते हैं. In the park. पार्क में. वे पार्क में घूम सकते हैं. मैं मदद करता हूँ versus मदद कर सकता हूँ. At least that distinction is there. Okay, this is one level further, which is like, I can help you with your homework, right? So wonderful, great job. Okay, now we will shift gears, and so far we have done Sakna. Now we'll go to the past tense of Sakna. So we've done Sakna. Now you will go to the past tense, which would be Saka. And majority of the times you will use Saka for something you were not able to do. You cannot use Sakna here, right? You will, because it's something in the past you could not do or you were not able to do. Okay. Wonderful. So in all the examples that you see our friends have shared, these are all in the past tense for the things that they were not able to do. Okay, so you use Sakna where the answer of the question is, were you actually able to do it, yes or no? The answer would be like, yeah, I was able to do it, or I was not able to do it. So if you are dealing with the situations where you have to sort of say something like, I was able to score good marks in the exams, again in the past tense, or despite the full preparation, I couldn't score good marks. I was able to catch the train on time, or because of traffic, I couldn't catch the train. He couldn't help me. Okay, I couldn't meet my friends. So you see, in English also, you are not using can, you are switching to could, or you are switching to was able to, or was allowed to, in all the different sort of grammatical structures. So Saka is used to show whether the action was actually completed in the past, depending on the sort of your ability, possibility, or circumstances. And majority of the time, it flows very well in the negative sentences. I prepared a table for you for Saka also, actually, and it should be only 1 minute. I prepared a table for you in Saka as well. So give me 1 minute. Yes, right. Everything is exactly same, but the ending is sort of changing. It's not the Sakna. The verb is exactly the same. So मैं बोल नहीं सका. Okay, मैं मिल नहीं सका. Let's say I go to let's say Scotland, and I for some reason I'm not able to meet Sheila ji. मैं शीला जी से मिल नहीं सका. I couldn't meet with Sheila ji. Okay, let's say there were too many people talking, and when the teacher was asking question, and either I didn't get my chance or I was not able to speak because there was a fear in me, not any external pressure, right? I wasn't able to speak. मैं बोल नहीं सका. So hopefully this answers your question as well, Sharon ji. Like, it was something I was just hesitating, or I was too shy, or it could be anything. मैं बोल नहीं सका. Okay, और मैं सुन नहीं सका. Any other questions before because I do want to spend some time on this table. I want you to read it as well. We'll start with simple. I want you to make a sentence and then tell me the situation in which you will use it. Okay, मैं हिंदी बोल नहीं सका और मैं हिंदी नहीं बोल सकी. Okay, beautiful, right? You're meeting group of people practicing Hindi, and in your mind, oh, they were all very, advanced, and you think that I'm still learning, even though you may be intermediate or above. Okay, you can say मैं हिंदी नहीं बोल सकी, मैं हिंदी बोल नहीं सकी, right? Even though you wanted to, but मैं बोल नहीं सकी, right? So that would be, right? I mean, that's one simple case I can think of. Okay, आप मूवी नहीं देख सके और आप मूवी देख नहीं सके. Okay, वो मंदिर में गाना नहीं गा सकी. Okay, मैं गा नहीं सकी. Oh, beautiful. मैं खाना बना नहीं सकी. Okay, so for a guy, मैं if you were not able to see a dog, let's say you were driving, one is मैं कुत्ते को नहीं देख सका और मैं कुत्ते को नहीं देख सकी for a girl, right? So you can use either of them. Yeah, so for singular it would be saki, for plural it would be the nasalized sound, I think. Oh, I see. Wonderful. We'll move on. Now what we'll do is, I know we are right on time, but I do want to do this paragraph. So yeah, so there's a small typo here. Kaam khatam nahi kar saki. Yeah, there should be a kar here. Okay, so I don't know if I can use the annotation tool, but it should be nahi kar. Let's fix it. So one is samajhna, which is to understand. The other verb is samjhana, to explain or to make people understand. Right? So kal main samjha nahi saki. Right? So yes, I understand a little Hindi, but yesterday I could not explain it well. Right? So kal main अच्छी तरह से, just remember अच्छी तरह से, the manner, right? अच्छी तरह समझा नहीं सकी. So here's the interesting phenomena. We have not done sakogi. We have done sakna, we have done saka. Sakogi is nothing but future. Will you be able to help me tomorrow? So the verb is, in this case, sakna is automatically getting conjugated accordingly, sakogi, right? So it should go seamlessly, like it went with you without even noticing it. I don't know if you noticed it, but it just flew naturally, right? Will you be able to help me? Any questions on this paragraph? It's a very good paragraph in my view, and I do want you to practice it, and I do want you to practice it whenever you're revising this the sakna auxiliary verb. Just by going over this paragraph, you can immediately sort of brush it up. How to erase this one now, but regardless, this is the Pimsleur method that's been sort of going on, and same thing, if you practice these phrases repeatedly, this will sort of help you, because the common thing I hear generally that people face is, we have learned the grammar, we have understood the sentences, we can translate also, but when it's really required to come on the spot, it takes time. That's the natural phenomena, right? I mean, so how do you sort of overcome that? One way to sort of overcome is, you have a sort of list of sentences which you are regularly practicing, and you're practicing it in sort of such a way that it start coming seamlessly. So so I want you to at least read these phrases as part of your regular routine and get comfortable with it. So these are like a mixed bag. You have sentences from beginner to slightly more sort of advanced as well, right? So these are the very good phrases I do want to practice. I do want all of you to practice it so that you get comfortable. Okay, so we'll continue the auxiliary verb next week as well. So far we've done sakna. Now there is a pana and there is chukna also. So we will sort of finish just the way it's in the order in the book that we have. Okay.